Hey y'all, what is cracking? It is your girl Desiree back on here with another video. Okay, y'all, so since I have seen so many pregnant women, I decided to do a pregnancy, childbirth reaction to my own self. Okay. So, as y'all know, your girl got 3 children, and they are 23, 20, and 19. I have 2 girls and a boy. My oldest daughter, Katie, is mere days away from giving birth to my first granddaughter. Hey! Okay, so I'm not going to start with her, but I'm going to start with my second daughter. You know what? Y'all just gonna know. Her name is Crystal, okay? Y'all, she is sitting over here to my right. I'm not gonna embarrass her, but I'm just going to give I'm just gonna go back in time a little bit when it comes to her. So, I met her dad, and I thought he was the end all to be all of this, looking like just, that's what I thought, okay? But we ain't even gonna dwell on him because he ain't the topic of this video, okay? So welcome back to my channel, y'all. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you come and be a part of my family. Okay, y'all, so let's get into the video. So, when I found out I was pregnant with her, I was scared. I was nervous. I was really not in a place where I should be. Meaning, I don't think I was in a good headspace, but I was trying to get on my feet. I was trying to get on with my life, but here she comes. So actually, let me touch on some topics real quick. When I first met her dad, well, actually, I'll just call him. When I just met him, okay. I asked him. I said, "So, are you in a relationship?" And he's like, "Oh no, I just got a friend. We just hanging out. We kicking it." So y'all, we do the do, y'all. Okay, we get busy, and it was okay. You know, it wasn't all. I didn't see stars, floating in my head. It wasn't like. It just, to me, it just wasn't the greatest. Because honestly, it's like, I'm just gonna put it out there. When a man got sloppy D, you know it. Thank you. Anyway, okay, so. When I found out that I was pregnant with her, I was like, oh, my period gonna come, and y'all, that sucker didn't even show up at all. So I was like, you know what? Your girl's pregnant. So I told him, and he's like, no, you have to get an abortion, because, my girl gonna get mad. I said, yo, who? Your girl? That's your girlfriend. I was like, you know what? I said, get away from me. I was like, you know what? No, I'm having this baby. I didn't know it was a girl at the time, but I was like, I'm having my baby. And I was like, you going to be a part of her life or you're not? And I was just like, deuces, nickel, because, I don't care. So I went through my pregnancy, y'all. And during that time, I had a 3-year-old daughter. And I was like, you know what? If he gonna be here, he gonna be here. If he ain't, I ain't even tripping. Okay, I got people who will help me. I got people who support me and got my back, and they're willing to help me, with whatever. So I wasn't tripping. Nope. But at the same time too, in my heart, I felt bad, and I felt like I made a mistake. Okay, because if you don't get to know a person before you jump into bed with them, if you don't fully ask them questions and see where they are and make sure they're in a good headspace and make sure that their life ain't all crazy whack. And you want to find out about their past. You want to know about their family. It's best to ask questions. Okay. It's best to know, because it'll lead you to be like, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. But then I was like, part of me didn't care. But then it was like, I got closer to having her and I was just like, I cared, y'all. I cared. Like, is this girl's dad, is he going to be here? Is he going to be a part of the baby's life? And it started wearing me. It really did. It started wearing me. I'm not going to tell you guys, tidbits about other things, but, I wasn't stable, y'all. I was not stable. As a mom, as a parent, period, you have to have some stability. I was not stable. I was jumping in between my cousin's house, my own place, and my mom's house. And it was like, I was not stable, okay? I was not stable. But when I had her, I was like, it's time for me to seriously sit down and get stable. Okay, I had to get stable. After my second daughter, I had to get stable. So, closer to my due date, he starts coming around again. And I was like, he was really trying to have sex with me, and it pissed me off. It really did. I was so upset. He was like, he told the neighbor, which is like a really good friend of mine now. He told the neighbor, oh, we about to have a baby, but she won't let me have sex with her. And he said it just like that. And I'm like, why did you say that to her? He never answered the question. He just walked away. And I was like, one time was enough. Okay, seriously, one time was enough. And I was done. I was so done with him. After that statement, I was completely done. And then literally, time for me to have her, I went into the hospital because I was 9 months, and I was having contractions. My water did not break, but the doctor forgot about me because there was a twin C-section delivery that she had to do. So when she remembered I was there was the morning. That was crazy. I fell asleep in the room. I think I was on L&D floor, labor and delivery floor, but then the doctor forgot all about me, and it was my original doctor. So she comes in the room and she's like, Desiree, I forgot that you were even here. She said, because when you got here, she said, we were going to let you relax, see if you're going to dilate and, check you within like an hour or so. But she said that we just had a twin C-section delivery we had to do. She was like, so let me go ahead and check you and to see where you are, see if you progressed. And in my sleep, y'all, I didn't feel anything. I was knocked out. Okay. And actually I was comfortable too. So, she was like, oh, okay, you're dilated 4 or 5 centimeters. I'm pretty sure it was 5. So she was like, we're going to go ahead and admit you and get you started. And she said, we're going to get you Pitocin, so we can, get the ball rolling. And I was like, hey, let's have the baby. And like I said before, I didn't know it was going to be a girl. So, the one thing that I can say, and I'm gonna go back here a little bit. The one thing that I could say was my oldest daughter's father, he helped me. I'm gonna say that. He helped me a lot. We he was a good friend to me. He bought her a car seat and he bought her some clothes and I think a couple other things, but he was really good. He was really good to me. So, fast forward to the hospital and delivery and everything. So I was given Pitocin and I called my mom. I called the neighbor, I called a couple of my friends. So I had 8 people in the room with me. Might have been 8. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm in labor. I'm about to have the baby. And they all came up there. My mother was not there. So, my mom is a workaholic. Okay? Plain and simple, she is a workaholic. So, since they gave me Pitocin, it kicked my labor into full gear. And I had people up there holding my hands, holding my legs, helping me push. I was given an epidural. And actually, I was cool. After I got that epidural, y'all, I was smooth sailing. I could not feel anything. I could not feel nothing. And that actually helped me get through the labor with her. And that Pitocin, y'all, it kicked my butt. Because that Pitocin don't play. So I was able to have her. And my best friend, what she did, I was like, here, take pictures for me. So during that time, me being in labor and going through delivery with her, I kept seeing flashes, but I did not know what they were. So I got the picture. I got the pictures of her being delivered, and it was full all up in my hoo-ha. Okay. I was like, what is going on? Y'all, it was her head, it was her whole body. Y'all, her head was crowning. I was like, oh wow. Okay. So anyway, the pictures came out good, you know. Mm-hmm. And after I had her, I was still okay, you know. I got in touch with him. I got in touch with him, and he comes up to the hospital, and he's like, but before that, when I was on the phone with him, he was like, I told him, I said, visiting hours are over at a certain time, and I said, don't come up here late. I said, because, I said, me and the baby will be asleep. So, I picked her name out, and I had if it was a girl, and I had if it was a boy. So I had a girl, y'all. So, her, I don't even know what to call him, because he ain't been there, he ain't been around. He came up there, it had to be about 11 o'clock at night. Trust me, I was not happy about that. And he was only there for about 20 minutes. Did not come back. So I was like, you know what? I said I'm not going to call it a mistake, because my daughter is beautiful, y'all. And she's grown, and she's very intelligent, very smart, very wise. And I do not regret my daughter. I never will regret my daughter. But I just regret my decision to get involved with him. Not for her, but for me. Because it's like, if a man respects you, he will be honest with you. He won't hide what he's got going on. You know, he will make sure that his life is known to you. Point blank, period. So it's like, dealing with him is literally like dealing with someone who is a jackass. Point blank, plain and simple. Then it's like, financially, I was not in a good place either. And I had to use some means, y'all. I really did. I had to use some means. And he was very uncooperative. And to this day, it's like he's still uncooperative. He tries to say that I turned her against him, which I did not. Because all I could say is, like, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the doing and the saying and the showing. And it's like, as parents, period, if you are going to have a sex with a person, and that person gets if a man has sex with a woman and she gets pregnant, are you going to be there? Are you going to be on the outside but be there, or are you not going to be there? So I could not depend on him. So it's like I had to use other means. Okay. So before I even did them means, y'all, I said, I need help with her. I need help with her. And I mean, I don't know how many times I said this to him, and it just got to the point to where I was like, you know what? If I can't depend upon him, then I got to use my means. That's just all there is to it. So my daughter had a lot of health issues. I'm just glad they weren't extremely serious. She has asthma, eczema, allergies, and that's it. But when she was younger, when she was at least one to
pretty much up until middle school,
one to about say about 12, 11 years old, something like that. It was bad. Like, she was in and out of the hospital about 6 times from about 1 to 12, 11 years old. She was constantly on medication. She had problems with her skin. The medication that she was on was not helping. It was like she was building up a tolerance to this medication. Y'all, I went off on the hospital staff. I went off on the doctors. I was not having it. I was so mad. They put her on medication that was not working. Okay. Dealing with an asthmatic child, you have to make sure that everything that they eat or anything that they eat is not going to cause them to have any respiratory issues. When it got cold, I had to be very careful about her health. When it got hot, I had to be very careful about her health. So he was not around for any of this stuff. And that's why I say, get to know a person before you lay down with them. Okay? Because if that person is not trying to be there with you, if that person is trying to get laid and get gone, and it's not that baby's fault. That's another thing. That's not my daughter's fault. So I don't regret my daughter, y'all. To this day, I don't regret my daughter, but I'm thankful that I was able to carry her and give birth to her and have her be a sole part of my life and be her mom. I'm thankful that God gave me that responsibility to be her mom, because that helped me to actually grow up. And I have a son. That's another story, y'all. So, but if I can encourage someone today, if I can encourage a teen, it's like, you got to be real careful about the decisions that you made, because it could affect the rest of your life. So if you are a teen and you watch my stories, or you watch my videos, what have you, think before you do, because 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a minute of pleasure, you don't know where it could get you. If you are wanting to have sex with somebody, please make sure you be on birth control, and make sure that that person uses a condom. So that is the end of my story, y'all. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. All right, y'all. Deuces.